Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel Coffee Tea Paper. My name's Louise and today we're going to be working in our journals and doing our calm journal prompt for next week. This year I've been working through this box called the Little Box of Calm with 52 cards of all sorts of different quotes that are meant to be comforting, uplifting, inspiring. I've been getting to the point where I've been thinking about what I would like to do for next year, and I'm 95% sure that I've found something that I think would be fun to do for next year. A little bit different from this one, but still in that same vein of setting you up to feel relaxed and to have a page that is calming and grounding for the coming week. Of course, all the new inserts and diaries and planners and etc. will be coming out shortly for 2025. So I think I am very confident that I'm going to stick with this format with the horizontal and memo from Travelers Company to do my weekly or my daily memory keeping, and my vertical one, which is just my scribble keeping track of everybody's movements one that I don't share because it's really not of any interest to anyone except me. I'm really starting to feel a change in the air this week. It's very much starting to feel that spring, if not summer, is right around the corner. I might do a little video of some of the things that I've been doing around the house and in my garden because I always get a renewed interest in my home and my garden with the change in weather. I don't know what it is. I think it's kind of a genetic predisposition to spring cleaning and coming out of hibernation that's probably been bred into me from generations of Dutch ancestors that until my father left the Netherlands, no one in my family had ever left about 20 square kilometers. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes genetics do funny things to you. You have these memories, I think, that just get passed along and you have no idea where they come from. We're funny creatures, aren't we? Anyway, I digress. I might pause here and we'll do a little wander. Of course, I'm not really pausing. I'm just slotting in some video that I haven't yet to film. But anyway. well, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's have a look. Last week it was this one, the calm mind is the ultimate weapon. And my goodness, the language is just odd. And I'm so appreciative that a few of you took the time to say, hey, yeah, look, I think that's odd language as well. So it's not just me. There's at least three of us out there that thinks it's odd. Okay. Oh, it's an attributed one. What have we got? Eckhart Tolle. I've seen his books around. They're very popular. I think my husband has read them. I think he tries to read them to wind down to go to sleep. And I think my father-in-law put him onto them, as in the books. I don't know. You know what I mean. Actually, not really picked one up myself except to dust it. But I believe he is full of interesting and helpful de-stressing mantras. So let's have a read. Stillness is where creativity and solutions to problems are found. Yes, or I guess once again, this is along those lines of giving yourself the time and the space and your brain the opportunity to have nothing else to think about except what it is that you are focused on. Um, this is one of the reasons why I enjoy journaling so much, is because it's giving myself time to be creative. And I think as we get into adulthood, often that time is lost. We're encouraged as small children to colour in and draw and make things and invent games. And sadly, as we get older and get more responsibilities, those opportunities for creative play and imagination, like freedom of your imagination, diminish. And I really feel that journaling is one way to help capture that in adulthood. Oh gosh, we got very serious today, didn't we? I like this one because I must admit I like taking moments to be still and quiet, and I'm very happy with my own company, as many of us introverts are. I enjoy the company of others as well, of course, but I have no problem spending time by myself. There is one thing about this card that I don't like. And I apologize if you don't see it and I'm drawing it to your attention and you're not going to be able to unsee it and it annoys you as well. But the spacing of the letters is all higgledy-piggledy. Like this S is spaced out more than these other letters, and then this W, and then there seems like there's a gap in between here, between that A and that T, and I just I look, we've gone over this before, but some of the graphic design on these cards are really good, and some it's just like they've given it to the work experience student. No offense to work experience students, I was a work experience student for a year, and I know. Let me go and grab a few things, and I will see you back here very, very shortly, because that's the magic of YouTube. Alright, my friends, I'm back. I've swapped glasses, I found a few things, I got myself a little snack, and I have printed out this quote on my memo printer on a transparent one. It's actually come out massively. So I'm just going to see if I can trim that down. Clearly I didn't look at the dimensions, but I think we can trim it. I found this lass, and I think that she's contemplating. I like her pose. I'm glad I've got more on this roll, because she could be looking into water, she could be looking at a child playing, she could be looking into a fire. There's just so many possibilities with that. Or yeah, she's like me, just staring into space. It's a nice image, that one. So first thing, I'm just going to trim this down. Hopefully we won't be able to see too much of the background because it is meant to be transparent, but because it's glossy, yeah, might show up a bit. I found these nice bits of paper. I found these rub-on stickers that I thought tied in nicely with this colour palette. And oh, and then I thought I might even have a play with some ink. I don't know, just a lot going on. So I think the first thing I might do is just get down some of this ink, because otherwise I might forget. I might do the smush and smear. It's been so long since I've done it, I'm not quite sure I remember, but do I drop it on the paper and then smear? Or do I? Ugh, I don't know. This one is called Dusk in Bloom, I think. Oh, that rings a bell. Dusk in Bloom. I think it's an ink that's been around for quite some time. So I'm not sure how available or otherwise it may be. But at some point it was available in these charger sets. Dusk in Bloom, yep. Sometimes I think this smush and smear technique is a little bit overdone, but it's actually just a really nice way to get some colour down on your page in what looks like an artistic fashion, but really it's incredibly easy. I'm just going to, it's nice to have those artistic splodges, but they can be difficult to achieve. While I'm just waiting for that to dry, I'm just going to eat my Bicky. I'm not sure if you've seen these before. This is the Tokyo Milk Cheese Factory biscuit. They come individually wrapped. I first tried one of my pen pals, Joanne, who has Kawara Tea Care, an Etsy store. She sent me one to try, and then when I was in Tokyo at the beginning of the year, I picked up a box of them. They're so tasty. And then when I was just coming home via Singapore on my last little holiday, I found they had an outlet in Jewel at Changi, and so I bought another little box. Yeah, so this one is, or it doesn't say on it, but this one is camembert. Yeah, they're just really lovely little tasty snacks. They're kind of salty and sweet, and the biscuit's kind of buttery and a little bit lemony. It's like a cheesecake in a biscuit. And yeah, anyway, so while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm just gonna have a little nibble. I have to be honest, I am tempted to add some extra things, but I'm not sure I really need it. I think we've got a lot going on already, and I think I should probably stop there. If you're a regular here, you'll know that I often do struggle with when to stop, but I am going to call it a day here. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me here, and in fact joining me here all these past months and going through these journal prompts. I really do appreciate it. So just before we say goodbye in this video, I wanted just to do a little scroll through of all the posts on Instagram that are using the CTP 2024 Calm Journal Prompts hashtag, and there's well over 100, so there must be something between 100 and 500 because the next sort of measure comes in at 500 plus. Considering we're week 35, that's just amazing. I feel so grateful. I just love looking through this collection of journal pages, all being inspired from the same prompts, but how many variations are there? And I love seeing everyone's unique style. I can look through and I think, oh yeah, that's Jen's, and oh, there's Julia's and Rose's, and there's one there from Helen. And yeah, it's really lovely. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.